Welcome to Vertical Movement PT. I'm Dr. Cindy Kimmy, physical therapist. Today we are going to do a post-workout stretching routine that focuses on using the PNF technique of hold and relax. So go ahead and put on something comfy and let's go ahead and get started. PNF stands for Proprioceptive Neuromuscular Facilitation, and it is an advanced stretching technique that uses the reflex of your muscles to get a deeper stretch. It's one of the most effective ways to improve the flexibility of your muscle in the shortest amount of time. Usually you need a trainer, physical therapist, or a partner to do these stretches, but I'm going to show you how to do 5 stretches on your own. The PNF technique that we're going to do today is the hold and relax, and that's consisted of 3 steps. The first step is when you do a passive stretch of the muscle for 10 seconds. The second step is when you do an isometric contraction of the muscle for 6 seconds. And an isometric contraction means contracting the muscle without moving it or keeping it in the same place. The third step is going into a deeper passive stretch for 30 seconds. So the idea of this technique is when you contract the muscle, your muscle has a reflex to relax the muscle to prevent it from tearing. And that's when we have a 6 to 10 second window to move our muscle into a deeper stretch. And that's the third step. Our first stretch that we're going to do is the bicep and chest stretch. So you're gonna go ahead and look for a wall. And the first step, we're going to start with the right side. So place your right hand behind your back on the wall, and you want to step a bit close here. You should feel a nice stretch along your bicep as well as your chest. And then to get a deeper stretch, you're going to go ahead and turn your body away. So we're going to hold this for 10 seconds for a passive stretch. And then now you're going to go ahead and isometrically contract your pec and bicep muscle by pushing your hand into the wall at about 10% of your strength. So you don't want to blast through the wall. So we're going to hold that for 6 seconds. And relax. And then now we're going to go into a deeper stretch. So turn your body, rotate it the opposite direction. You should feel a nice deep stretch along your chest and bicep. You just want to make sure that you're not overstretching the muscle and that you're just feeling a nice and gentle stretch. Okay, let's go ahead and switch and do the left side. So you're going to go ahead and bring your left arm behind your back against the wall, step closer to the wall, and then you're going to rotate your body the opposite direction and hold that for 10 seconds for a passive stretch. Okay, now go ahead and you're going to push your hand into the wall about 10% of your strength. You should feel like your chest and your biceps activating. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds, or 6 seconds. And relax. And then go ahead and rotate your body for a deeper stretch. And you want to hold that for 30 seconds. And you'll find that you're going to be able to go into more of a rotation, because the stretch is going to turn into a deeper stretch just because of that reflex that happens with the muscle when it relaxes. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our second stretch, and it's a quadricep stretch. So what you're going to do, you can grab something to hold on to, like a stool or a wall, and you're going to go ahead and grab your ankle or your foot if you can, And you're gonna do a passive stretch, bringing your foot to your bum. You wanna hold this for 10 seconds. Okay, now you're going to push your foot into your hand, like you're kicking your foot into your hand, and you're gonna hold that for 6 seconds. Just remember, it's only 10% of your strength, so not too hard. Okay, now go ahead and relax. And now you're gonna go ahead and pull your foot closer to your buttocks or your bum for a deeper stretch. And you're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. You just wanna make sure that your hips are forward for a nice deep stretch. And also make sure you're not extending from your low back. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So go ahead, you can hold onto something once again. Grab your right foot or ankle and bring your foot to your bum and hold that for 10 seconds. Okay, now go ahead and push your foot into your hand for an isometric contraction for 6 seconds. Alright, now go ahead and you're going to go into a deeper passive stretch and bring your foot closer to your bum. You should feel a nice stretch right here along your quad muscle. So after you do the isometric contraction, you have about a 6 to 10 second window to go into the passive stretch, because that window is your opportunity to take advantage of the relaxation that your muscle goes through. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and stretch out our calf muscle. And you're gonna go ahead and sink your heels down into the ground. And you should feel a nice stretch in your calf muscle, which is back here. You're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. And then now what you're going to do, you're gonna push your toes into the ground, activating that calf muscle, just like that. Pushing in the ground, hold that for 6 seconds at 10% of your strength. And then now you're gonna go ahead and let your heels sink down deeper into the ground. And you're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. I don't know why, but this stretching is making me sweaty. Stretching can be intense, let me tell you. You can even do some deep breathing with these stretches. It helps relax the muscles in your body. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and move on to our hamstring stretch. So you're gonna go ahead and lay down on your back, and we're gonna start off with our left side. Go ahead and you're gonna grab underneath your thigh, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna pull your thigh close to your body for a passive hamstring stretch. You can keep your right leg bent to help protect your low back. Okay, after 10 seconds, go ahead, let's do an isometric contraction. You're gonna push your thigh into your hand. So pushing down into your hand, not letting your leg move. That's for 6 seconds. And now you're gonna go ahead and bring your thigh into a deeper passive stretch. Bring it closer to your chest, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch along your hamstring here. And we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Incorporate that deep breathing into your belly. Do your best to relax. Okay, let's switch to the right side. Bring your left leg down, right leg up. Go ahead and grab behind the right thigh and bring your thigh close to your chest for a passive stretch, 10 seconds. Now go ahead and do an isometric contraction, pushing your thigh into your hand, 10% of your strength. We're going to do this for 6 seconds. Now going into a deeper passive stretch, bring your thigh closer to your chest for a deep hamstring stretch for 30 seconds. So by now I bet you're seeing the pattern of 10, 6, and 30. 10-second passive stretch, 6-second isometric contraction, and 30-second deep stretch. Okay, great. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to our last stretch, and it's the Piriformis Stretch. And that's the muscle back here along the hip, and it's an external rotator of our hip. So what you're going to do, we're going to start with the left side. Bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And you're going to grab get your hands and grab behind the right thigh and bring it close to your chest. You should feel a nice stretch right back here. And if you can't lift your leg up, you can keep it down. But the goal is you want to try to get it at 90 degrees to get that Piriformis stretch in this position. 10 seconds, and then now we're going to isometrically contract the piriformis. So you're going to push your foot into your thigh. So it should be pushing out like that. Push into your thigh for 6 seconds. And now go ahead and relax and bring your right thigh closer to your chest. You should feel a nice stretch right here on the left side of your piriformis. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. The Piriformis stretch is one of my favorite stretches to do after running, and any workout really, any leg workout. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Go ahead and bring your right ankle onto your left thigh, and go ahead and grab behind your left thigh and bring it towards your chest. And if you can't do that, you can keep your foot down, but you want to do your best to keep your hip at a 90-degree angle or more. Okay. Hold this for 10 seconds. Now go ahead and push your right foot into your left thigh. It's like you're externally rotating your hip, pushing out. Do that for 6 seconds. Remember, not too hard. You don't want your foot to cramp up. And then go ahead and relax and bring your left thigh closer to your chest for a deeper stretch. And you should feel that on your right hip, in the back of your right hip. And hold this for 30 seconds. Congrats, you are all done. Now you know 5 different PNF hold and relax techniques that you can use at the end of your workout or after the end of a run. And at the end of this month, I'm super excited to let you know that I have a 5-day movement challenge. And the way to sign up, you can go to my website at verticalmovementpt.com. You will receive 2 routines every day for 5 days for a total of 10 routines. 1 working on your core and 1 working on your overall mobility. So don't miss out, and I can't wait to see you. But all right, I'll see you next time. Peace.